Hey everybody, I'm Mayor Norris. It's Friday, April 1st. Happy April Fool's Day. And when you invest out of state, are earthquakes something you think about? That and many more of the biggest headlines in real estate up next. First, don't forget to listen to the radio show this week or check us out on the podcast. I get to interview Rob Hahn. He is with 7DS Associates, and he runs the blog Notorious ROB. We get to chat a bunch of nerdiness about Realtor.com versus Zillow, how Zillow may be trying to cut out the agent by going directly to consumers, so you won't get paid that agent commission, and a lot more data nerdiness on things like MLS and syndicators. A little nerdy, but you might like it. Let's get to the headlines. The latest pending home sales report from the National Association of Realtors shows sales increased by 3.5%, and that exceeded expectation, which is great. The Labor Department, however, reported unemployment rate increased just slightly. 30-year rates of mortgages are now at 3.71%, and 15-year rates are at 2.96%. Zillow released their latest list of top 11 metropolitan areas, many of which has surpassed their record prices reached in the boom. So Texas, Massachusetts, Colorado, California, the Carolinas, and Ohio made the top states of price increases. San Francisco is the only California city that made the top 11, interestingly enough. But San Jose wasn't far behind. As we all know, those two have just blown past their 2000 peak prices. A little nerve-wracking for those of us investing in that area. If you've been investing in bank stocks, particularly when they first got hammered during the crisis, this story might make you smile a little bit. President of Bank of America, Brian Moynihan, came out and says that the bank is no longer clouded over by heavy mortgage and crisis-related litigation and operating costs, which is good because back in 2014, they settled a Department of Justice lawsuit for a whopping $16 billion and are well ahead of paying their $7 billion in consumer relief from the residential mortgage-backed security mess. The bank tripled its net income, which is great. And so, is the litigation over? I'm not sure because banks are still getting sued. Credit Suisse just this week has settled another lawsuit. But if it's over and we're really looking ahead, and that's one of the reasons people saying banks aren't being super aggressive with lending is because they're still in the litigation cycle. So if that's the case, that can be great things, not just for the stock prices, but maybe even the lending growth. We'll have to wait and see. Slowing growth in China, low commodity prices, and mixed economic signals has Yellen backtracking on interest rate hikes, which could cost banks a lot of money. The target now stands at about 2 more remaining hikes potentially this year, but what if they don't go ahead and do that if the economy just doesn't appear strong enough? If you haven't heard Bruce's predictions on where interest rates might go in the next couple years, you've sort of got to check it out. Check out our calendar when we're going to be speaking. We have a lot of speaking engagements starting in the next couple of weeks, and hopefully we'll catch you out and around Southern California. So some investors are moving out of state, so this story may shake up some of your thought process. Yes, a very tacky earthquake joke. We California investors are used to earthquakes, so think it's no big deal. But what if you're moving into states like Oklahoma and Texas, where fracking appears to be causing man-made earthquakes, right? What could that do to property values? How are lenders looking at the risk in those areas when lending, insurance providers, and ultimately, how are consumers feeling about man-made earthquakes? And they've increased substantially around cities like Oklahoma City, like substantially. So United States Geographical Survey has identified locations in Oklahoma, Kansas, Texas, Colorado, New Mexico, and Arkansas that all may become issues. When you're investors, for those of you looking out of state, are earthquakes even something you care about? And what are some of the feedback you've been hearing in the areas when you invest there? If you're on YouTube, please leave a comment below and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a beat. If you're on Facebook, please don't forget to not only like the Norris Group page, but don't forget to add us to your See First list and with notifications on. Leave your comments below the video. And if we miss something, share the story on our comment sections on either YouTube or Facebook, and we'll make sure to include it on our blog at thenorrisgroup.com/blog. Upcoming events, April 6th, you can find me at the Inland Valley Association Realtors doing some marketing trends for realtors and a little bit of real estate investors. April 11th, Bruce will be at doing Stay Put Cash Out and Change Seats at LA South RIA. May 4th, he's going to be back in Riverside doing that at the Inland Valley Association Realtors. May 11th, we're going to be doing that same chat at OC RIA out in Orange County. And then May 19th, we've got the Apartment Owners Association $1 Million Trade Show. Always a really great turnout with lots of really cool vendors, so you won't want to miss that. For more information on hard money lending, including buy and hold, fix and flip, and new construction loans starting at just 6.9%, check out thenorrisgroup.com. We'd love to do some private lending with you and help your business grow. Or if you're looking for passive investment with trust deeds, check out tngtrustdeeds.com. And with that, have a fantastic April Fools, and we'll see you next week.